Hi, Jeff, Thursday. Here is the news. The weather's fine, but there might be a meteor shower. I want to go quick with the news today because I want to do something kind of special. It's October, and that means it's Pastor Appreciation Month, which I did a video for last year, and I want to replay it for you today because I think what's in there is still good. But before I do that, here's some quick updates and announcements. October 16th, Sunday, one service, 10:15. Don't miss it. All three of our services will be in that service in the sanctuary to celebrate the 59th anniversary here of Grace Church and the 3rd anniversary of Grace Latino, and it will be followed by a potluck. So make sure you come to that. October 30th, that's the 5th Sunday of this month, the last Sunday of this month, 6:30. We have a business meeting. If you are a member, we need you to be there. Please come out October 30th, 6:30. Now, this is me from a year ago. Enjoy. I am Jeff, and did you know that October is Pastor Appreciation Month? And no, I am not recording this just because I'm needy and want more appreciation. That's not what I'm doing. What I want to do is give you some good ideas of what you can do to encourage your pastors this month. And I wanted to show a little show and tell today. This is a basket of cards I keep on my bookshelf a little bit out of camera range. And in it is every encouragement card I've ever gotten in ministry. Why do I keep it? Because ministry can be very discouraging, and I like to remember that people do care sometimes. And if you are looking to encourage your pastors this month, not just me, but all the pastors here on staff, here's some ideas. Because a nice handwritten card is awesome. Obviously, I keep them. A card with like a Starbucks gift card or something to Dairy Queen or Amazon or whatever, that's also awesome. I'm not saying that those things are bad. I'm saying feel free to do those. Those are great. But you know what your pastors want even more than that? Well, I'll tell you. Here is a list of 5 things that you can do to appreciate your pastors this month. I want to stress, this is not just for the pastors here at Grace Church, but for the whole staff, for Barla and Tanya and Carissa and Mary and Bethany and Julie and anybody here who is serving you and working hard to do it. Number 1, love on their families. The best way that you can show me that you love me is to be nice and generous and gracious to Abby and to Jorah and to Rachel and Micah when they're here and to my dad. Love on our families is a great way to encourage us as pastors because a lot of times our family bears the weight of the stresses of ministry but doesn't have this kind of audience to process it or do anything about it. So lifting up the families is a huge way to encourage your pastors and pastoral staff. Numero 2. Encourage your pastors and pastoral staff when they're not in the room. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, if you're in a room full of people discussing things going on in the church, and there's complaining and grumbling or gossip, be the person who is the gossip stopper and say, no, we're not doing that today. Because we want to encourage and appreciate our staff and all the hard work that they do and how God has placed them here to care for us and be shepherds. So let's be better sheep sometimes. And we're not going to tear them down when they're not here. And that is a huge encouragement to the church and to your pastors and pastoral staff. Number 3. Come to church ready. Come to church ready. Come to church ready to worship. Come to church ready to encourage somebody else. Come to church ready to serve. Come to church ready to have energy and passion in what we do here. Come to church ready to look for new people so you can get to know them and maybe take them out to lunch. Don't just come ready to be served and to get your itches scratched. Come ready to be a part of the church family. Now, I understand sometimes we can be tired and burdened and we need what the church can offer us. And those weeks are great and we can do that for you. But if you really want to encourage your pastors, come ready to be a part of the encouragers. Come ready to be a part of the frontline team making the church a great place to be. That'll be a huge encouragement to the pastors and pastoral staff. Numero 4, volunteer. You want to encourage your pastors and pastoral staff? Come out and do something. Volunteer, be a part of what we're doing. Take the time out of your busy lives, which we know is hard to find and very precious, and come and help build up the church with your time and energy. Maybe you can volunteer in children's ministry or youth ministry or tech or music. or coffee, or front door, or all sorts of places where we could always use the help. You can even volunteer by saying, I can patch that hole in the wall, or I can figure out how to fix that thing, and be a part of what's happening and volunteer that way. That is a huge blessing and benefit to those of us who see that kind of stuff every day and wonder, how are we going to get this to happen this time? Numero 5. Take them out and do something fun with them, but here's the catch. Do something they want to do. Spend time with them on their interests. This is one of those things people might not know about being in ministry, is hardly ever do people call and say, hey, let's get together and do what you want to do. I have time and I want to spend it with you, so why don't you pick what we do? Something that will be fun for you in your interests. That is not a call pastors get very often. And so if you want to encourage us or the pastoral staff, make sure that when you call and say, hey, let's get together for coffee, or let's get together and do something, that you let them decide what would be fun. Maybe they won't know what to do. Maybe they'll get that phone call and they'll be like, I've never had that phone call before. I don't know what I would do that would be fun. But that would be a cool way to encourage them by making them feel awkward about not knowing how to spend the time with you because you're letting them pick. That would be great. So those are the 5 things that I think would be great for you to encourage the pastors and pastoral staff with. And so with that, just a reminder, this Sunday, 8:30, 10:15, we have our worship services. So come out and join us for that. We're going to have a good time. Until next time, I'm Jeff. You're you. God is God. And if you do get a pastor a card for Pastor Appreciation Month, please don't get one with glitter.